I don't really spend a lot of time on the internet.
Oh! 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 Ma'am.
When you're getting hosed down and Chantal is playing for the third time that day in the background, that is the internet. When you are cooking and you're tweeting, I'm listening while making dinner, that is the internet. When you are laying in bed listening to Chantal on your TV and rewatching the Cuba rage, wait for it, that is the internet. Your whole life is the internet, which is fine if it was a job you were good at and not just a cloud-chasing leech. We see your new friends tagging you in every post they make. Every time there's a post, look what Strawberry Duke said. You are tag number 6 of 968. Yeah, but stop lying to yourself and stop lying to the American people. Friends tagging you in every post they make. Every time there's a post, look what Strawberry Douche said. You are tag number 6 of 968. Yeah, but stop lying to yourself and stop lying to the American people.
I don't really spend a lot of time on the internet.
Thank you, Ripped Pantyhose, Checkmate Diego, and OG Earthy for joining the memberships. And Damn and Amber, thank you for being a member for 20 whole months. You're almost 2 years old. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I am very, very rusty. I apologize. I know, Gigi, we're going to go live Christmas week. I was, but then Christmas got in the way, and I just found 1,000 other things to do. And I'm going to be talking about all old tea. Well, not all old tea. Some old tea, some new tea, and then some more old tea today. As you can see, the topic of today's stream are Farrah, the lying FBI calling Fiasco, and Gorlick making up DoorDash stories bread so he could figure out a way to get out of doing daily vlogs that nobody wants to watch. But first, hello everybody. I hope those of you who celebrated the Christmas holiday had a lovely Christmas Eve, Christmas. It is the final Sunday of 2025. Can you believe it? We are on the journey to 46, not 46, 46, and it's oh my God, 46 into success. That's gonna be a hard one next year to say. And no, Dusty, I was not getting my back blown out. I watched a movie. I had people over. We watched Sisu, Road to Revenge. I made risotto. I had lots of wine, liquor cart, no DUI. And by the time like 8:30 rolled along, everybody started to leave. And I was like, I only have like 30 minutes. I moved it to 9:15, and I was like, I only have 30 minutes to get ready for like all the screenshots and all this other shit. And I was like, I honestly just don't feel like it. So everybody left. I moved the stream to 3 p.m. today, and I went to bed, and here we are. It is 3 p.m. today. I am super, super excited. Welcome back. You know, I figured you were a member, but for some reason it says you joined. Maybe rejoins. I don't know. Anyways, welcome or welcome back, whatever it is. So 40 sex sounds good too. It really does, I guess. Anywho, so hope you guys had a lovely holiday. It is the last weekend of the year, which is crazy to me. Wednesday is New Year's Eve, and then Thursday it is back to January, back to the boring months of January and February, which I used to hate as a kid. I thought like the January, February, March months were the worst. And now as a crotchety old crabby adult, I'm like, oh, I look forward to the boring months that are January, February, and March. So super excited for that. Anywho, we are going to get started because I have to be somewhere in about 2 hours and 15 minutes the most. And there's a couple GorlicBread vlogs I'm going to watch. I think GorlicBread thinks that I spent my Christmas holiday watching him. I did not. So the reason why we're streaming today is because I didn't even think the Farrah Fiasco FBI thing was worth streaming. But GorlicBread yesterday, I was notified, posted on his community tab that he got in trouble with DoorDash, and he's trying to imply it was someone on the internet. And of course, he's trying to imply it's me. The funny part is, in the comments section, most people are guessing French Fry Girl and Foodie Beauty, but he keeps making it a note to say, no, guys. I was told by DoorDash it's someone in the United States. Yeah, because, DoorDash would totally go digging into IP addresses and pull all that shit together. Liar, liar, pants on fire. What kind of panties did you buy your mom this Christmas? GorlicBread. I know that isn't rhyme, but it was the best I could do on such short notice. But first, we're going to talk about Farrah Fiasco. So, God, what day was this? Friday, maybe? It wasn't yesterday, I don't think. It had to be... Actually, it might have been midweek last week. Wednesday or Thursday? I don't know. Somebody sends me I could check my Twitter. I don't care enough. Someone sends me a link last week and says, Gigi, check out this post on the farms. And I was thinking it was going to be more Yabahandra nonsense, more FFG obsession, more just stupidity that I just really wasn't really interested in reading. Like, nobody cares when the cat died. I mean, if you don't care about covering up for a pedophile, I don't know why anybody should care about a cat, but here we are. They're trying to make the cat a thing. I don't get it. It is what it is. They were like, no, Gigi, it has nothing to do with the poverty pigs. Just, you're going to love it. Go read it. So I click on the link, and I think it was Strawberry Douchicles who posted... DMs between Farrah Fiasco and an unknown party. I don't know who this is with, but it was DMs that I believe Her World. So for those of you who don't know, I'm not sure I fully believe it yet, but allegedly Her World turned on the bodega. She's dragging them for filth. I kind of do believe it because she dropped these DMs, but apparently Farrah Fiasco was talking to somebody. Somebody gave Her World Farrah's DMs, and then Her World made it clear, hey, just so you know, I have these DMs. Farrah, you're an idiot. You can't trust anybody. So it is what it is. So Her World, I guess, posted these DMs. And at first, I didn't know that. I found out later after the fact. But on the farms, I see these DMs. And I'm not going to show all of them because one of them required retracting. Because this idiot, Farrah, apparently contacted the FBI about me and Kiwi Farms. I don't know what it is she told the FBI I've done because it's all lies and bullshit. I'm still not Ask My Dominatrix, and I don't care what anybody fucking says anymore at this point. Ask My Dominatrix was DC Media Girl. I cannot explain the liking of the post the day after DC passed away, but the fact that Ask My Dominatrix liked to post about DC passing away, I'm sorry, that had to be DC. It does not make any sense how that account posted almost every day across multiple threads, I believe. And then I think the last post was October 21st. DC passes away October 23rd, and we haven't heard from Ask My Dominatrix since, although I shouldn't say that because the last I checked was Thursday, and as of Thursday, I didn't see anything new from Ask My Dominatrix. But anyway, so I don't know what the fuck Farrah Fiasco's out here telling the FBI, but I think it's laughable. And I think the worst part is she took a screenshot, she took a picture of the FBI's card, not calling card, business card, and gave it to this person who then gave it to Her World, and Her World blasted it on Twitter, and now it's on the farms. And let me tell you a story, Farrah, because I'm sure you're listening or somebody will get this to you. That totally imaginary FBI agent who you guys claim I was not in contact with and who totally didn't contact an FBI agency in another state and have somebody's door knocked on. Totally never happened, whatever. The first thing he said to me was, I will help you deal with this problem because it was involving harassment, stalking across state lines. Because as you remember, my sister was getting texts, people were showing up at my house, things were being sent to my house, I was being signed up for things. He goes, but if you ever share any of my information, my name, my email address, this phone number, anything, you will be in hot water. And I said, absolutely not. And I have not to this day told a single person his name or any other information outside that he's an FBI agent in my area in Florida. Now, that hasn't stopped idiots from trying to play reverse psychology games with me. Why is the mail lady coming through? Is today Sunday? Hold on, what's today's date? Is that the mail lady? Hold on. Why is mail getting delivered on a Sunday? That's very odd, unless it's late Christmas gifts. That's why Dexter's barking. Mail will be leaving in a minute. Now, certain idiots tried really hard to play reverse psychology with me to try to get me to spill this information. Oh, he doesn't have anybody. He didn't talk to anybody. Because if he did, he would give us his name. Yeah. As if I'm as stupid as Farrah Fiasco. Well, Farrah went and took a picture of the lady's calling card and gave it to this person, and this person was like, hey, her world, look, Farrah's talking to the FBI. Her world has since turned on the bodega. It's got to be a bodega person. And then turned around and went and, oh, hold on, I'll put this on screen. Turned around and posted it on Facebook, and now, where is my chat? Hold on. Oh, that's why. 1 second, guys. I'll put the chat in front of this. Sorry. There it is. And now, this person's name, address, phone numbers, desktop number, desk number, mobile number, email address are all on Kiwi Farms. And I hope, Farrah, that somebody contacts her. I'm not going to, because as somebody who actually dealt with the FBI over real issues that led to a knock on the door, I know how serious it is to find out that you shared an FBI contact's information. And I don't want to be involved in any of that. But, oh, Farrah, you better pray to God that somebody does not contact Agent What's-Her-Name. And it's like, just so you know, Agent What's-Her-Name, this Farrah Fiasco lady who's been lying through her teeth to you because she doesn't want the world to find out she's a fucking racist who hates dogs, was sharing your information to untrustworthy people on the internet. And now all of your contact information is sitting on Kiwi fucking Farms, the very website that she contacted you about. Again, I'm not going to do that because I want nothing to do with an FBI investigation. I've had enough of the FBI, but that's just me. I don't know what that mail lady's just doing sitting there outside my house. Mail lady, I'm trying to do a stream. Is that Farrah Fiasco? Did Farrah Fiasco become a mail person? She's leaving now. Anyway, so, I couldn't believe it. And then on top of that message of her sharing the contact person's business card, she also has a full conversation where she claims she doesn't say what she's talking about, but I believe she's talking about me. So thank you for the super chat, Ham and Beans. Is Farrah in contact with FBI Frank? No, it's actually a female, and she actually has a very interesting name, believe it or not, which I'm not going to say it on the stream because then Farrah will somehow use that against me and try to contact the FBI over nonsense. But I just whatever. Anyway, so here we go. So here is the second screenshot. I don't want to show you the first because the business card is there and I want nothing to do with any of Farrah's stupidity. But here's the second part of the conversation that she had with somebody who I'm assuming is the bodega. So she takes a picture of the lady's business card. And I mean, everything is there, including her FBI.gov email address. Like, how fucking stupid are you, Farrah? And it says, I gave her your name and number. And this person responds with, thank you. Okay, cool. We had a good laugh over him saying he would make a good GBI agent, and she corrects herself as his FBI. I also told him he says he talks to an agent. They were very interested in that. So clearly she's talking about me here, because I have said time and time again, I would make a great detective FBI agent because look at the stuff I've done with GorlicBread. Look at the stuff I've done with Farrah Fiasco. I don't have to reach into their lives. I don't have to contact their families. I don't have to threaten people the way Farrah's lying to the FBI saying I'm threatening her. I just it's all out there. You just got to connect the dots, put it together, and you find all of this stuff. So she says that she tells this FBI agent that I want to make a good FBI. They had a good laugh over it. I'm sure you did. And that they were interested that I talked to an FBI agent. So my question is, Farrah, did Agent What's-Her-Name confirm that I am in fact talking with an FBI agent? And has she told you that that's true yet? Because I'm curious if you're going to go back to your friends and be like, wah, looks like he wasn't lying to us. You're an idiot. And then she says, they think he's a fucking lunatic. This right here almost made me reach out to Agent What's-Her-Name and say, hi, this is so-and-so. you were contacted by so-and-so, so-and-so. I came really close because I personally think that this woman deserves to know that Farrah Fiasco, who's not her legal name, is literally lying to a federal agent because Farrah Fiasco has finally found a way to make money on YouTube, and Farrah Fiasco is terrified that people exposing the truth about her being a dog-hating, racist, see you next Tuesday could interfere with her easy money flow. So Farrah Fiasco sitting there, openly lying to a federal agent about me, the GG. I would love to have a conversation with this person. I just don't think it's smart of me to reach out to her because, like I said, I don't know if she'll get upset with me that I say, hey, I saw your info on Kiwi Farm, so I reached out to you. I hope that Farrah goes ahead and gives my information to the agent. So Farrah, if you're listening, your friends have my cell phone number. Just tell agent what's her name to contact me. I'll be very open to having a conversation with her because if they think I'm a lunatic, then clearly there are things that they're not being told. They are not being told that you were doxxed in 2018 as a farmer. They're not being told about your propensity for using racial slurs. They're not being told about your racism. They're not being told about your dog hatred. And they're not being told about your declawed cat. Speaking of declawed cat, I just had a memory unlocked, a memory from about 2 hours ago. So Busy tags me on Twitter because somebody tagged Busy. It was like, oh, I should have taken a screenshot. I forgot. Somebody tags Busy Little B and says, I can't believe I actually believed Farrah had a declawed cat. I confirmed with Farrah. Farrah doesn't even own a cat. So Busy. It says, well, Farrah's a fucking liar, but this story did come from Gigi, so she tags me. So I responded with a tweet from April of 2025. What is that? 8 months ago? Of Farrah posting a cat and saying if anybody ever kicked my Lydia Dietz, oh boy, and then she did hashtag yo mama animal abuser because she was using her cat to further that stupid narrative that yo mama killed a cat because the Indiana poverty pigs and their friends have nothing valid to say about anybody, so they just make shit up, whether it's to the audience, whether it's to the police, whether it's to the courtrooms. That's all they fucking do. So again, Farrah really found her tribe there, literally bottom of the barrel, along with Yaba's scumbag wife, GorlicBread. They're all living gloriously at the bottom of the most Blanco trash barrel you could ever find. You could not pay me enough to sink to that fucking level, but they're all there together at the bottom. So I'm glad Farrah found her fucking tribe. It is what it is. Because we have so much evidence, there's a good chance they'll push it forward. I want to know what date this is because nothing's getting pushed forward because I haven't done anything. Now, somebody on Twitter said this is from November, and I'm like, it can't be from November because if you look at her profile picture here, she has the mask on, which thank you for that, by the way, because Farrah's never looks better than when she covers her fucking face. Farrah has a mask on, and I feel like that's an old profile picture, but according to, I don't know if it was Her World or somebody asked Her World or somebody, that these are from end of November, so I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if that's this year, last year. If it is this year, I would like more information on that for my own personal reasons. If this conversation did take place in November 2025 and somebody has proof of that, I would like to have that conversation. I would like information for that for reasons that are none of your fucking business. So if you do know, please send it over to me. Thank you. This person replies, I mean, ... LOL, whatever. Okay. But they have to look over it all and pass it along, so we'll see. I'll hear from the Cincinnati office next. Who knows when, though? I don't know what Cincinnati has to do with any of this. And then this part piqued my interest, and I was right. The fact that it was a mod who doxed me originally makes the case stronger. I don't know what she's talking about, but I have a theory here. Which is why, Farrah, I hope you have Bride of Chucky contact me. If you know, you know, because you're lying to Bride of Chucky's fucking face, and I think a federal agent deserves to know you are a fucking liar. So I believe what she's trying to do is, if you guys remember earlier this year, somebody gave me a screenshot of all of Farrah's tweets, the ones where she was threatening. Speaking of, I also think the federal agency should know that you, Farrah, threatened the grandchild of a sitting president. Like, the fact that this idiot would contact the FBI, this idiot who literally issued death threats to anybody who was MAGA, this idiot who threatened Donald Trump's granddaughter on Twitter, this idiot contacted FBI agent, and she thinks that the FBI is as stupid as the audience that she has siphoned from Yabahandra, that they're not going to be able to confirm or prove that that was really her. No, well, that wasn't me, FBI agent. They can prove that it was her. They'll be able to fucking prove that. So it is wild to me that this moron who has something like threatening the grandchild of a sitting president under her belt is contacting the FBI. Like, I mean, again, please have the bride of Chucky contact me, Farrah. I want to speak to her. I want to tell her about you threatening Trump's granddaughter. I want to talk to her about the jokes you made about poisoning people at Thanksgiving. There's so much I want to talk to the bride of Chucky. What's her name? What was the name in the movie? What was the bride of Chucky's real name? Oh God, not Terry. Somebody help me out. What's not the actress? What the fuck's her name in the movie? I can't believe I'm blanking right now. It was Tiffany. I want to talk to Tiffany so fucking bad, Farrah, because you are lying through your teeth. And if there's any justice in this world, this woman will come knocking on your door and sit you the fuck down and have a conversation with you about lying to federal officers because you don't like the fucking truth about you, your racism, and your dog hating being brought to light. You're a scumbag. So anyways, so if you guys remember a couple months ago, I had a dump of tweets, and I went through and I cataloged the tweets, and in that dump was a screenshot from the farms of Farrah's real name, whatever. It is what it is. I marked it for deletion, and then I went live, totally forgetting it was in there. When the stream was over, I blurted out, it is what it is. But clearly, she's trying to make it look like that me and a moderator doxed her, which tells me that FBI agent Tiffany from Bride of Chucky doesn't know that Farrah was actually doxxed in 2018 when she was unmasked as a racist farmer named Fat Girl Laugh Hates. And the reason why she was unmasked as a racist farmer was because she was contacting Chantal and power leveling. And we all know that the fucking farms hate it when you touch the poo. So, have Tiffany call me, Farrah, please. What's this last one? Oh, and there was another person who reported Kiwi farms from my area. The second agent that was here is handling that one. I was shocked, LOL. I might have to actually make some phone calls myself. I might actually reach out to... See, I can't contact this person directly, but thanks to her business card, I know what office she's in. I might contact the office with a general inquiry and let them know that there is a woman in her area who is making false reports to the FBI. Because I guarantee you that while Farrah Fiasco is sitting there reporting the FBI, she has omitted the fact that she is a farmer herself. And I want to know, what would the FBI say if the woman that's been contacting them about being afraid of her life and lying about me, threatening her and threatening her family and saying I was going to call ICE on her husband, which I never fucking did. I made a joke saying that she's so unattractive. I imagine her husband is only with her for a green card. I never said I would call ICE. Let the man get his green card, divorce her, and find a much more attractive and mentally balanced woman. I think he deserves the American dream. And I don't think the American dream is an unwashed face and mental illness. I think he should stay here. I think he should stay here, get his green card, get his citizenship, and go find himself a real fucking woman who doesn't make a career out of attacking women on the internet because she hates herself. So I don't know where this ICE narrative came from. It did not come from me. Bubby, thank you for the super chat. April, GG! Exclamation point. Much appreciated for the super chat. But anyways, I wouldn't call ICE on him. He deserves the American dream, and we all know she's not the fucking American dream. Farrah Fiasco is the American fucking nightmare. So I might actually, if I'm going to see how I'm feeling in the new year, if I'm feeling delightful, if I'm feeling refreshed, then I'll probably let it go. But if I'm feeling a little messy, a little spicy, I might give the Albany office a call and say, hey, I am the subject of false reports. Who can I speak to in your agency? Because I don't like that there's this woman filing false police reports on the internet about me being a farmer, about me being harassing her. And I feel like now that I've seen these DMs, I have a right to defend myself. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I call the agency and be proactive and say, hey, my name is, someone's trying to assassinate my character, somebody's lying to me. Because when I contacted, and just a reminder, I didn't even contact the FBI. I contacted my local sheriff's office. The FBI got wind of the case when the case was filed because the idiot who was threatening me on Twitter was pretending to be a CIA and FBI agent, or pretending to have CIA and FBI connections. So the FBI got wind of that and contacted me out of the blue one day and said, we got hold of a report that you made with your local county sheriff's office. There's apparently an account saying that they're FBI, CIA threatening your life. That's how they got involved. I never called the FBI. I called the sheriff's office. The FBI contacted me. You want to know what happened, Farrah Fiasco? Subpoenas were sent out. A door was knocked on. Business was handled. I haven't been threatened or harassed since. Okay? Somebody got a nice little talking to via their wife or live-in girlfriend or whoever woman is that lives at his house, and it got shut down immediately because doing this shit over state lines is illegal. And I was okay with just giving this person a warning. I said, let's just do a warning. Let's just do a warning. And it stopped. It got shut the fuck down. I actually worked with an FBI over real shit that actually fucking happened. Farrah, you're lying to the FBI. And you better hope that I go into the new year refreshed and happy, because if I'm salty and feeling spicy, I'm going to give the Albany office a call, and I'm going to ask them if there's somebody I can speak to about so-and-so from so-and-so New York making false reports about me and others on the internet and wasting the agency's time. So we'll see how I feel. I don't know. I did say I was going to go into the new year. Oh shit, I forgot he's on here. Damn it, hold on. Well, let him finish. Yes. Okay. So, we're gonna see how I feel. Now, I did say I wanted to do more recorded content going into the new year, and I do plan on doing that. I want to do more pre-recorded content. These lives are getting exhausted. I'm getting tired of them. It is what it is. But I've also been asked not to fully abandon lives and exposing people like GorlicBread and Farrah, because no one else really is outside of me, Busy, and a handful of others. And we're also kind of hoping that French Fry Girl is going to make good in her promise on dragging these bitches for filth. And I'm thinking to myself, shit, if FFG keeps her promise and streams about all of this nonsense, how am I not going to stream it? Like, you guys would expect that from me. Like, you guys would want me to stream about it. So I'm going to walk that back a little bit and say we are going to focus more on recorded content, but I can't fully drop the Girl World exposés because I feel like they just need to be happen and they need to be done. It is what it is. So, any hootie, I think that's it for Farrah. Farrah, you're an idiot, and you better hope I'm in a good mood come Thursday, January 1st, or I will be contacting the Albany office with all of the proof that you're a farmer, with all of the proof that you're a racist, all the proof that you hate dogs, with all the proof that you lied about me, and all of the content on your channel about what you do to women on the internet, how you harass women with mentally disabled, mentally unwell, women with mental illness, how you mock eating disorders, how you yourself used to be as big as the fucking Goodyear blimp, but somehow sit on the internet and saying crazy shit to people, like calling them piggy and stuff. And ma'am, somebody reached out to me, Farrah, with old photos of you, and you're lucky I'm not a scumbag, because let me tell you, you guys have no idea how big this bitch was. I opened the photo, and I actually thought it was Alex Litterqueen. Somebody sent me a picture, and I was like, who's that, Alex? And they were like, no, that's Farrah. I said, get the fuck out of here. And it turns out it was Farrah. Farrah was probably bigger than Chantal, at least based on this one photo that I saw. And they were like, Gigi, you should go live with these. And I said, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to shame her for losing weight, because at least she did fucking lose weight. But the audacity of her to understand the struggle of being a morbidly obese woman. And now reminder, all right, Farrah was so big as fuck, big as hell, that she had to have weight loss surgery. She understands the struggle of of weight loss and weight gain and all that. She couldn't do it on her own. She had to have weight loss surgery. So the fucking audacity of her to sit here on the internet and attack Chantal and call her a piggy. And I'm like, you must have been a piggy too, because you had to rip your guts open just to lose weight. But Farrah's a hypocrite. She has been one for some time. It is what it is. Okay. Let's get on to GorlicBread. I think we've had enough of this FBI calling twat waffle. Again, I do not recommend people contacting that FBI agent. If somebody asked me, they were like, maybe I should contact, and I'm going to give all of you the advice I told this person privately. Based on my experience with the agent I worked with, they do not fuck around with this shit. Even if you are not the one who leaked the information, I don't think it would be smart of you to contact her and say you saw it online. I think it shows poor judgment, and I think it could end up dragging you into crazy shit. So if you're out there thinking about contacting this woman directly, whether her mobile, her desktop, or email address, do not do that. It's the fucking FBI. No VPN is going to work. No spoof number is going to work. No payphone is going to work. Are they still have payphones? Whatever. They're going to find you. So as much as you dislike Farrah, I would not recommend you contacting Agent Tiffany, Bride of Chucky, directly, because even though Farrah will most likely get in a shitload of trouble if this information gets out, I feel like you will also get in trouble because it really does show poor judgment that you're willing to contact an FBI agent over internet nonsense. So, like I said, if I do anything about this, I might just contact the office in general because I know what area she lives in, and I might just play stupid and be like, hey, there's some messages that leaked, and I found out this woman is, reporting me falsely to you guys, and I'm concerned, and I'd like to talk to somebody. I might do it that way if I'm in a bad mood come January 1st. But anybody out there who's considering contacting that woman directly, my advice to you, after somebody who has worked with the FBI, do not. Because that guy made it so clear to me. If you give anybody my name, if you tell anybody my name, my email address, if you even suggest the office I am in, you will be held in some kind of fucking trouble. I forgot what he said, and I was like, absolutely not. Which is why I've never to this day leaked that information, nor will I. So I digress. But thank you for your service because he did help me immensely. Because unlike Farrah, I actually had valid complaints. Okay. GorlicBread. GorlicBread. So was it yesterday morning busy? It wasn't busy, you told me. It was somebody else told me on Twitter. But I think I texted with busy because she saw my tweets. Maybe it was Friday. Anyways, yesterday or the day before, I don't remember now. I'm sorry. Yes, I do. Gorlick posted something on Friday. I was made aware of it yesterday. So Friday the 26th, I was made aware of it Saturday, December 27th. And they were like, Gigi, check out Gorlick's community tab. So I go, what do you do now? And I'm thinking it's his analytics. I'm like, oh, it's got to be his analytics, which, by the way, he posted today because he knows I'm going live. And that's what he does. Every time he knows I'm going live. Analytics, you're the best community ever. Hey, you guys. But it wasn't his analytics. It was this nonsense. Thank you to whoever reported my DoorDash account. Already spoke with them and everything is good. Odd, they already knew the complaint came from outside the area in which I live. So the first thing I see is I go, okay, if they knew the complaint came from outside the area in which you live, why did they send you this warning? Why were you reprimanded? If they could, because I don't know if you guys know how DoorDash works, but I'm going to help you out here. I'm an Uber Eats kind of gal. I don't use DoorDash all the time, but they work similarly. And I did have a DoorDash order from, I think it was July. So when you want to report somebody who's a dasher, a DoorDasher, and let me read you what DoorDash allegedly said to him first, which, by the way, these screenshots are a dime a dozen on Google. You can literally lift this from Google Images. So did he actually get this? I don't know. I find it odd that he did not include the full email address. He just included the body of the message, but whatever. We're writing to inform you that we've received a report that you created an unsafe environment involving claims of harassment towards another person while engaging with a DoorDash platform. So I go, huh. So in the chat, people are asking, oh, it's got to be Foodie. It's got to be FFG. It's got to be Foodie. It's got to be FFG. And he right away goes, no. The complaint came from within the United States. It came from within the United States, right? And then a couple people are like, oh, it's got to be Gigi. Or they don't say my name. They say, one lady said, one guy said, it's the jealous guy from the Gator State. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Oh, sure. So he's implying that since he started creating these vlogs, that they have caused him issues. Because for those of you who don't know, and I just found this out 2 days ago, he's been vlogging a lot. He's been doing daily vlogs, poorly received, by the way. Nowhere near the views he gets for Foodie Beauty, right? Which we all knew would happen because nobody gives a fuck what a 40-something-year-old man who lives in his mom's basement has to say. Which, by the way, somebody told me that I should have finished Bridget Maybe Lonely's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas poem, because in that poem, apparently she does say he lives in his mom's basement, right? And we've been saying for a while, I think she lied about that piece because she didn't want to admit that she got on a plane voluntarily and flew across the country to meet a man who lives with his mommy. But I think allegedly she admits it in the poem, and she'll just say, it's just part of the poem. Like, no, I think it's true. But anyways, so I see this and I go, oh, okay. This is interesting because I know on Uber, you can't report a driver unless you can link it to a delivery, right? So if I want to report a driver, I have to go into Uber Eats and I have to go to my history and I have to click on the delivery and I have to report an issue with this delivery. Then you're asked a bunch of questions like, what happened? What did you do? Blah, blah, blah. What did they do? What did the driver do? Did you get your food? Whatever. So I log into DoorDash and I can't see anything that lets me just report. There's nowhere I could just submit a thing that says, hi, GorlicBread is a terrible DoorDasher and he harassed me, right? Which, imagine you could do that and DoorDash just says, oh, okay, and sends an email like this without any kind of investigation. Like, imagine being able to, how stupid does that even sound? So I log into DoorDash and I see the same thing. I can't just report, same with Uber, I can't just report a user. I have to go to a delivery. So I go through my order history and I only have one DoorDash delivery this year. Like I said, it was around July. So I click on that and I ask for help. And I recorded the whole conversation. I screen recorded the whole conversation with the support person. And I'm like, hi. And this conversation went on for a little bit because there was some confusion at first. The person thought that I was trying to report my July delivery. And I was like, no. And finally, we got on the same page. And ultimately, I wanted to know, hey, is it possible for me to just report a DoorDash driver in one state from Florida? Like, can I just reach out to you and say, hi, this DoorDash driver in Maryland who harassed me and I feel scared. Can I do that? And would you guys just reprimand them? And DoorDash was very clear in their response. And they tell me, no, I can't do that. So I say, and again, I took these screenshots yesterday, which is why it says delivered 2 minutes ago. But I have the screen recording in case he says this was doctored. I have the whole conversation recorded. I go real time as I was typing. I said, okay, so just to be clear, if DoorDash were to send him that message above, and I sent a screenshot of the harassment message, somebody who reported him would have had to have needed the details of a specific delivery. They just couldn't vaguely contact DoorDash with his name and say, this dasher harassed me. To which the lovely support person responds, correct. If he received that message, then that means a report was taken with descriptive information and or evidence. We investigated thoroughly and sent that message. We do not action with vague information. We would need delivery ID, date, time, detailed summary of incident, dasher or customer name, and so forth. So in other words, I would have to be in his state, Maryland, which I think he says in his vlogs anyway, so I said it is what it is. I'd have to be in Maryland. I would have to order DoorDash. I'd have to keep ordering and canceling my orders until I finally got assigned this ginger twat waffle, right? And then I would have to accept his delivery or have him leave it at the door. That is the only way I or anyone else could have reported GorlicBread to DoorDash. So that leaves one of two options open. Number one, he was reported. He was reported by somebody who actually took a delivery, and maybe he said something to them, which, I mean, look at his history online with the way he talks to women. I mean, I would not be surprised if he said something, left his number in a bag of food because somebody's profile picture looked at. He's desperate. He's horny. Bless his heart. And that twin-size bed, since Bridget hasn't gotten a lot of action these days. So either A, he was actually reported by a person who received a delivery, or B, and I'm going to go with B because here's what I think. Who's ready for GG theory time? Hold on. I'm going to sip my sparkling water. We've heard GorlicBread. This is GG theory again, just theory. We've heard GorlicBread for how long now tell the world how people are here for him, right? This is failed reactors acting like that without Chantal we're nothing. These failed reactors acting like we people are here to watch us, Failed Reactors Guild. They're here to watch us. For those of you who don't know, GorlicBread started doing these daily vlogs, and he did them to show Foodie Beauty how to do good content, right? Taking Foodie's advice. And we're going to watch these vlogs in the next 90 minutes or so. I'm getting them all queued up. He did these to show Foodie that how to do good content, not that shitty content that GorlicBread wouldn't be able to buy his mom's panties without. Good content, okay? So he started doing these vlogs, and the views have been horrendous. Now, the first couple vlogs, he threw Foodie's name into it. So, of course, 2,000-3,000 views. But nothing compared to the 8,000, 9,000 he gets on Foodie videos. But as he started leaving Foodie's names off, he struggled to hit 1,000 views on these streams, on these videos. So here's Gigi's theory. After all that big talk about how it's easy to make great content and how he's a better YouTuber than the rest of the world, and he does... Oh, we're going to watch them, Texas. Don't you worry. And how's a better YouTuber? He realized that he actually isn't that great. Nobody's watching him. Nobody cares unless Foodie's in the title of the videos about Foodie. And he's not getting a good return on his quote-unquote investment, because we all know GorlicBread likes to do the bare minimum for the maximum, right? He's minimum for GorlicBread, and maximum are his two favorite words. Do the minimum, get the maximum. That's why he loves Foodie content. That's why he loves taking Madden content from other people and throwing shitty voiceovers and repeating himself over and over again, which is why the Madden community hates him now. He doesn't offer anything. He just repeats the same talking points over and over because he's got nothing else. So I think he wanted a way out of vlogging, because if he just stopped doing the vlogging, people would say, oh, you're no better than Foodie, right? You complain about Foodie being lazy, and you couldn't even keep up with these vlogs. Or Amberlynn Reed too, right? How many times have we heard Amberlynn Reed she's starting a project, she's going to start doing daily vlogs, daily streams, whatever, and she doesn't do it. And what's the first thing the Charlie Goads and the rest of them wobble to do? Waddle, I should say, not wobble. She can't keep any of her promises with content. She can't keep up her content. So if GorlicBread just stopped doing these videos that are not giving him a good return and causing him to do more work than he really wants to do in life, then he's gonna be just like them. So GorlicBread needed an excuse. GorlicBread, and again, this is just a theory. This is just a theory, but it sounds awfully good when you really think about it. GorlicBread needed an excuse to get out of doing these vlogs without making it look like he doesn't want to do them. Right? Because he wants to do them so bad, guys. He just loves doing great content, better content than Chantal, guys. So, in my opinion, he concocted this story because apparently his vlogs were based around his DoorDash deliveries, which we're going to watch. He concocts this stupid story about how these vlogs have led him to being reported. So, of course, now his idiot Gorlick nuts, you know, those thirsty women who act like they haven't seen dick in 30 fucking years, which they probably haven't, let's be fair, are all like, oh my god, GorlicBread, this is so, like, you can't even give us the content you want because these failed reaction channels are just, they're just ruining everything, right? And now he gets off scot-free. If we see another vlog going forward, it's because he's watching this video. That'll be the only reason, because he hasn't done one in days. His daily vlogs are suddenly no longer daily. If we see another one, it's because he wants to prove me wrong, because that's what he likes to do. He loves to watch these streams, and he gets really mad when I clock him for the scumbag he is. If we never see them again, either way, I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think he made this whole fucking thing up so he can get out of doing these poorly engaged videos, and he can go back to focusing on his easy Chantal content that requires him to do nothing but sit there in his dirty boxers and play video games all day while he waits for Chantal to upload so he could put together some crappy, sloppy 8-minute summary about how he's so much better than Chantal, even though the man doesn't pay his bills. The man's diet is shit. According to Bridget, he's also big. According to another ex-girlfriend, he's got a limp. That is the easiest content and the most lucrative he does. So I personally think he made this whole thing up so he doesn't have to do these videos anymore. And now he doesn't have to deal with the criticism of, oh, you gave up too. No, guys, I didn't give up, guys. I had to stop, guys, because I was being reported, guys, which is crazy because Bridget, if you guys remember, leaked this information about him doing DoorDash weeks ago, right? This information about him was leaked weeks ago. Funny how in those weeks that we've all been laughing at him, right? Nobody contacts DoorDash. But the moment he starts making daily vlogs and his videos struggle to hit 1,000 views, suddenly somebody contacts DoorDash and says, hi, I've been harassed by this dasher called Ryan Moody. And yeah, I don't have a delivery, and I don't have a date. I don't have a receipt. I don't have anything, but he totally harassed me. And DoorDash was like, okay, we'll take care of it. Mr. Moody, you're under investigation for harassment by somebody who lives outside of your state. which just happened to be information they had waiting to go for him when he called. GorlicBread, you suck at this. You suck at this. This is why, number one, he hates me. And this is why he does not address me, because I'm just not this stupid. This is all so transparent. GorlicBread, if you don't do the vlogs anymore, it's because you gave up. It's because you're lazy. It's not because anyone reported you for harassment. This lovely woman at DoorDash support is telling me you're full of shit. And if I could get her to dig deeper, boy, I would have. Because I guarantee you, if she did look at your account, there would have been no reports of harassment. Although there is a chance that somebody reported him in real life, but it had nothing to do with these vlogs. GorlicBread, you're full of shit, but I digress. So, here we go. GorlicBread's first daily vlog. It was called Taking Foodie Beauty's Advice. Day vlog. These are when the vlog started. And of course, like I said, he started doing this to get at Foodie Beauty, because apparently Foodie Beauty said something. I don't even know what this says. He blocks to stop feeding blank, start blank your, I don't know, inspire someone. So of course, he had to let everybody know that he was going to start doing vlogs to show Foodie Beauty what real content is. Taking Foodie Beauty's advice, daily vlog. Here we go. What is this? 8 minutes. I'm going to speed it up because, God, he bores me to fucking tears.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. So Chantal posted, well, she didn't post this, but she posted earlier today. I edited it, okay? I think it's a lot more impactful now. It says, stop feeding, start your vision, inspire someone, not try tomorrow. And when you rearrange what's here, it's so much more meaningful. And I thought to myself, you know what? Chantal never seems to take my advice, but how about I try to...
Gee, I wonder why. 2 lawsuits, a credit score, in the toilet, most likely still lives with his mom at 44, which again, there's nothing wrong with that if you fall in hard times, but he's just lazy. What else? Fake illnesses, fake terminal plan. I mean, gee, I wonder why Foodie Beauty, a woman who isn't riddled with mug. It's funny how when you look at Girl World, the mug shots, lawsuits, evictions, foreclosures, poor choices in partners. You look at Girl World, they're all complete fucking train wrecks. Most of them anyway. There are some we don't know their stories because, you know, they weren't doxxed or whatever, and that's not calling for anyone's dox. There's just some people out there who appear to be squeaky clean, and they're probably not as well. But the ones we do know about, complete fucking train wrecks, right? You look at Foodie Beauty, no mugshot. Haven't heard about her being sued from credit card debt. She says and does stupid shit online. Idiots take what she says and does online. They create narrative to make things worse. And, you know, like they claim that she stole money from a disabled child. There really isn't any proof of that. It's all speculation. It's all hearsay. We don't know what she did or what she didn't do. But all they do is speculate. And these people are some of the scummiest lowlives you will ever meet in your life, which is why they never leave the house, which is why their whole presence is online, because people like that don't fit in well with society. That's why they have to create communities on Twitter to have, you know, social life there. And they all gather around to tell us all how terrible of a human Foodie Beauty is because she eats on camera and she puts her foot in her mouth. It's fucking wild when you really, really think about it.
Take hers. So I went out today and I vlogged my day and I'm here to share it with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully maybe Chantal learns a little something. So let me take you through how everything went. I started my day here, right? We had awful storms this morning, thus the puddle. I watched the sky kind of clear out. I had a delicious ginger and apple Red Bull.
This video has 4,300 views because he has Foodie Beauty's name in the title. Notice how it stopped at 4,300 because they realized, oh, this is a vlog. I don't care, because nobody cares about GorlicBread's life. They don't care. They want Chantal content, period. But as the videos go progressively on, the views get worse and worse because they realize that she's not talking Foodie. He's just showing us his miserable, sad life, and nobody cares about. I mean, they come here to watch him to forget about their own they come here to watch him roast, or to bang on Foodie Beauty, beat on Foodie Beauty, to forget about their own miserable, sad lives. Why the fuck would they want to watch his miserable, sad life? So they haven't watched, and the videos get progressively worse view-wise as they go on.
Red Bull, and as many of you know, I do very much enjoy DoorDashing, so because Chantal said it was unrealistic to get a job, I just wanted to show you how fun and simple this is. We started our day with a $6.75.
Oh my God, I'm literally gonna pass away of embarrassment. Okay, so you guys know, like, if that happens, you guys know how to get people to help me. I'm just kidding. Do not call everybody. I'm not going to pass away, but oh my God, I might fall off the chair.
An order for less than 2 miles. All we had to do was walk into the world famous Royal Farms. The chicken was ready because we only had to drive around the corner, and we listened to the customer when they said, hey, would you mind getting me a cup of ice to go with the ice cold lemonade that I'm going to have with this delicious fried chicken? And I said, absolutely, I'll be glad to. We even got a cash tip. And beyond that, Chantal, we were walking.
I know, right, Dusty? Foodie Beauty has vlogged in Thailand. Where else? Syria, Kuwait. This motherfucker is driving around nowhere in Maryland delivering chicken from a gas station. He's flexing on Chantal's.
Our phone, and the next order that came in was this one, $8.53 to go about 8.5 miles. We go into the Taco Bell where they accept cash at the counter, but we accepted something else, this $7.25 order to go another mile. Yeah, we'll do that.
But I don't get why he's doing this, because he's rich. He says it's because he enjoys it. Sure. What person who would have access to so much money the way he says he does would still DoorDash? And that's not a dig at DoorDash, because let me tell you, if I had to DoorDash, I would. If I had to, I would do anything I need to do to make ends meet, right? And again, keyword, if I had to. I don't think, outside of retirees maybe, who are just like, hey, I'm retired, I don't want a full-time job, because I've met some retirees who do Uber Eats, like, yeah, I just do this for spending money. That's one thing. But, like, I've never met a 30, 40-something-year-old, so I'm like, hey, do you like DoorDash? They're like, I love it. It's the best job ever. Mostly I get complaints like, well, DoorDash takes a lot of your profit, and gas is super expensive, but it does pay the bills, and I can't find a good job right now. Like, that's who you mostly find DoorDashing when they're under the age of 60, 65, 70. Why would a man who has so much money, why would a man who has so many portfolios be doing this? Bridget's answered that because it's all a lie. He doesn't have that money. He's a bum. He's a hoarder. He lives in filth. But we all know that. But GorlicBread is still trying to convince other people that's not true. So to anybody who has 3 brain cells, who he's trying to convince, those people should be like, Gorlick, please stop trying to convince me of such nonsense. If you had the kind of money you had, you would not be DoorDashing. I don't know what Royal Farms is, Soft Weed Fact, but I'll look into it.
That as well. So we grab the bags, we load up the Baja Blast, we go to the game store, very good, reasonable prices. Very glad there's a local game store. We go to this Orioles fan. We talked about the Pete Alonso signing for a couple minutes. We also took this.
I have a question, GorlicBread. Do these people know you're blasting their front doors and addresses? Because every time I watch a DoorDash, I've seen some guy. So I went through this phase on YouTube for a while, where I used to watch these people who lived in their cars, not because they were homeless. It's just they chose to live in their cars. Like, they converted their cars into like luxury apartments, which is, I don't know why I found it so fascinating. There was this one guy in particular who he actually lived in Rhode Island, which he has since moved into an apartment. His name was Bren. I think Bren P. Grace. I haven't watched him in a while since he stopped doing the cars. He has an apartment. I'm like, you're boring. You have an apartment. You're boring. But whenever he did these DoorDash deliveries, he always had like the camera facing down at the steps, and you could see the bag getting dropped on the welcome mat. But he never showed like front doors. He never showed numbers on the houses, and I wonder if that's allowed.
This order afterwards. This is a pretzel and cold beverage. We walk into the Wawa, we grab the bag, and it does take us a little.
Foodie Beauty is 500 plus pounds, you soulless, terminal illness faking twat waffle. What the fuck? What are you proving here? Okay, you could do this at 300 pounds. Congrats. 300 pounds is still easier. I don't know if he's 300, but he'll get mad about that. That's all I care about. 300 pounds is still easier to walk around and drive around. Like, look at him acting like, yes, Chantal, you could be DoorDashing too. Have you seen, no offense, Chantal, if you're listening or get this clip, but have you seen Chantal behind the wheel of a car? And you expect her to drive around all day delivering food?
It's a little while to find the right modular, but eventually we got all this sorted out. But I promise you, none of this felt like work. But it did feel like we weren't being respected when we got this order. That's less than $4 for more than 6 miles. We didn't take that, but we did take.
I need to know what the fuck you're ordering from Chipotle for $3.75. Did somebody really order, like, that doesn't even make any sense. What did they order? Not. Oh wait, maybe that's all he's making. Oh my god, did he really drive all? Did he drive 6 miles to make $3.75? Yeah. Could you imagine driving 6.1 miles to make a whole $3.75 and then sitting here flexing on your smart business opportunities? Again, if you have to DoorDash, that's one thing. but he's trying to sell this as if, oh, I don't have to do this. I just love doing it. Sure you do. Sure you do, GorlicBread.
Take this nearly $20 for 15 miles.
Ooh,
almost
big spender. I bet he bought himself a nice baseball card with that one.
got us back home, and we're literally on the same road already as the Chinese restaurant. Inside, we got to talk to a Buccaneers fan for a few minutes. We talked about how the game had changed over the last 10 years. We were both older NFL fans. He was so nice and knowledgeable. It was actually a very pleasant conversation. And from there, of course, a couple back roads, a quick drive over this bridge. And I've got to tell you, Chantal, this is what it means to be a content creator outside of the money.
Didn't I tell you? By the way, I haven't watched these yet. Didn't I tell you that's the only reason why I don't even have to watch this moron's videos to know his motivation. This is what it means to be a real content creator, Chantal. I'm glad his ego was bruised, because I guarantee you his ego's bruised seeing that nobody gives a fuck about any of this. That's why he's back to Chantal and Amber twice a day now.
This gives us a reason to get outside of the house. Filming all of this today forced me to want to be creative. You tell everyone that it's not reasonable to get a job.
Now you see why he had to concoct a harassment story, right? Well, guys, I really liked making this content, guys, and I really enjoyed being creative, guys, but I just can't do it because the failed reaction channels are reporting me to DoorDash. Looks like it's back to Amber and Chantal, guys. God, he's so fucking predictable.
I don't know if you're going to find a job that would allow you to take less than 30 steps per order and sit the rest of the day. It's about
30 miles to make $20. Your channel says I can't even handle it. But, are we shocked? This is the guy who tried telling everybody that he let a credit card go into default because that's what smart, financially responsible adults would do.
As it can be. I have a feeling the Beezers would really support this. When they see a return on their investment, a rental car could pay for itself, better video equipment, audio equipment. You'd naturally get better at editing doing this for those, travel vlogs you want to do. Chantal, this really could become more than just additional income. But outside of the money, it's just fun. You go out. I got to drop off this food to this gentleman who's redoing his house and didn't want to leave. And from there, it's relatively simple, Chantal. This was over $50 for less than 2 hours.
So you made $25 an hour. Here's what he's not telling you. Sure, he made $51.53 in 2 hours. How much was gas? Hey, Alexa, what is the average price of gas in Baltimore, Maryland? I know he's not in Baltimore, but bear with me.
I don't know the price of gas in Baltimore.
Well, you're an asshole.
But in the United States, the average price of gas over the past week was $2.85.
Okay, so the average price in the U.S. is $2.85. Let's say he's paying $2.85 a gallon for gas. How much gas did you spend to make that $51.53? You are not a good businessman. You need to stop giving business advice. You defaulted on multiple credit cards. You've been sued. And now you're trying to sell this as a grand business opportunity. You made $51.53 in 2 hours. But I guarantee you probably spent $20 to $30 in gas. I'm going to tell you guys a story. When Uber was new, a long time ago, I said, you know what? That could be a fun way to make some easy money on the side. I did it for 2 nights. You want to know why? Because I said, this isn't worth it. Because the gas, all the money I'm spending in gas, I forgot how much I made for those 2 nights. And I was going all over the place. Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, down to Sarasota. I was driving bitches everywhere. And this was when you still got, I think it was 80%. Because when Uber was new, I think it was 75 or 80% of the fare went to the driver. Now it's even less than that. I did it for 2 days and I did the math. I said, okay, I made all this money, but I just put $50 in gas in my tank. That's what the fuck's the point? I could just stay home and not have to put $50 in gas in my tank and I'll still have that $50. So GorlicBread, why don't you, if you're going to flex all this in Chantal, why don't you show us how much money you made? Show us how many miles you put in your car. Show us what you pay for auto insurance. You're not smart, GorlicBread. I really wish you'd fucking stop sitting on the internet and stop trying to tell people you're smart. Because when people like me, actual adults with actual responsibilities who don't mooch off of society and their parents, take you to task, you have absolutely nothing to say. So if you can't defend yourself with these shitty, stupid schemes of yours, maybe you should stop selling. Because as far as I'm concerned, this should be labeled as spam, misleading, false advertising. Because you're selling a fucking pipe dream here.
This is the option you have when you're a, quote, full-time YouTuber. I'll be honest with you, $100 in 4 hours is beyond consistent. And when you
$100 in 4 hours, take out the gas.
add to that the content that you're already doing on your channel,
I hate when he acts like he's doing content. When you add to that me summarizing Chantal's videos so you don't have to watch them, you don't do content. You don't do content. You summarize another woman's videos and then you lie about who you are as a person to flex on them. That's not content. I'll give him this. This is content. Okay? These vlogs are content. These vlogs are probably the most effort he's ever put into either channel or any channel he's ever had. This is content. As cringy, as misleading, as embarrassing as it is, this is content. This is the only content you've ever made. Chantal shit is not content. It's thievery.
you can easily make $250 per day altogether. You're working a max of 6 hours. It means that you have options. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's a fucking lie. Because you could have a really good... See, if you watch people who actually DoorDash and show a whole days of DoorDashing, and if they factor in their money, they factor in their miles, they factor in their gas, people like I used to watch, this is a lie. You don't make that much money. Some hours you could be hit with a lot of orders. And then I would watch this guy and an hour would go by and he'd be like, I've only had one order in the past hour. You don't consistently make $50 every 2 hours. You don't consistently make $250 a day. You could, but there's some days you might even not make 100. I've seen YouTubers I quit after the 6th hour because I only had 4 deliveries today. Stop acting like DoorDash is a gold mine, because if it was, we all know you do it full time, GorlicBread, because there's nothing more that you like than easy fucking money.
$100 in 4 hours is extremely consistent. And when you add into the fact that you're already making content on YouTube, you are talking about $250, $300 per day, working maybe 6 hours, never punching a time clock. And I already hear someone telling me that $40 an hour isn't the best wage. Well, I also hear people sitting there telling me that working 6-7 days a week isn't realistic. At the end of the day, you're making $80,000 a year before a single membership, before a second channel, before any other income stream. The list can go on and on. Someone is always going to make more money, Chantal. Someone is also always going to make less money, but few people have the freedom. And that's what really matters at the end of the day. The freedom to go out and do what you want.
Oh my God. Yes, let's listen to the hoarder who lives off cupcakes and is being sued by multiple credit card companies. Yes, let's fucking, we've got our very own Tony Robbins here, folks. Tony fucking Robbins has entered the building. Who needs life advice when you could just ruin your life with GorlicBread? GorlicBread, you should just call that your tour. Ruin your life with GorlicBread. Travel the country and teach the next generation of Americans how to completely fuck up their lives and credit scores. I mean, I would buy a ticket for it for sure.
You have all of these possibilities the same way I do. Right? If you want to go out and DoorDash, if you want to go out and do something else.
She cannot go out and DoorDash. You amoeba. She is massive. She can barely walk across the fucking street. And you think she can get in and out of a car and deliver food in a timely manner? And not to be an asshole, Chantal, but I'm gonna say it. And do we think she could resist the temptation? You know, let's not forget Bridget's fucking sandwich, which she's still crying about, by the way. Do we think Chantal could resist that delicious bag of Chick-fil-A that she just picked up and is delivering to little Mary Sue up the street? Come on.
Else, if you want to find some other thing that you can do on the side to make money that just gets you doing something else beyond YouTube. First of all, you wouldn't be in this situation where you're solely dependent on one thing. And second of all,
funny how I don't need any of this, GorlicBread, and I'm doing just fine. You, who claims you make billions of dollars, whatever, are having to do all this so you have things to fall on. And yet here I am. I could pop in 2 to 5 times a month. My bills are paid. My credit score is fabulous. I travel, live in my best. I just got back from Orange County 2 weeks ago. You're not living a good quality of life. What you're doing, GorlicBread, is what people call living paycheck to paycheck. That's not the dream. Nobody wants to live paycheck to paycheck. If you need to do DoorDash because whatever else you're doing is not enough, that's a second job. Nobody wants to work 2 jobs, GorlicBread. I barely want to work fucking 1. What I'm doing here is not to pay my bills. I make a little extra money every month. I use it. I pay medication for Dexter with his Cushing's. I go out. I have a dinner here. And this literally like money that I just keep in a separate account for when I want to have it. When I was in the OC, this was my spending money. When I went out, hung out with my friends. That's flexible spending. What do they call that? Not throwaway money. what's the word I'm looking for? Not flexible money. I can't think of the word. Someone in chat will get it. But that's oh God, I hate the way he talks like he's fucking Elon Musk. Yeah, I have to work all these jobs because I can't survive doing just one thing, and that's the American dream. Maybe for your stupid ass, not for me. I'm good with one job and a hobby. Stop trying to sell me on multiple jobs being fun, because I guarantee you, it's not fun. If I had to DoorDash to survive on top of what I'm doing, I would be devastated. The last thing I want to fucking do is drive around my county making $25 an hour before gas taxes, and let's not forget taxes too. Gas taxes, mileage, and auto insurance. You're not living the dream. Stop selling it as a fucking dream, GorlicBread. Your life sucks. Your financial situation sucks. You have to do all this because you literally have debts to pay. Hello, you settled with Discover Card in January of this year.
Of all, you could also find a way to turn this into
fuck around money. Yeah, fun money. Thank you. Disposable income. Busy, fatty, and Page. I couldn't think of the fucking words. Thank you.
additional content, because this video is also
Dusty. Well, you. I would be afraid of you doing other things to the food, Dusty. To be honest.
going to generate revenue. You could also easily find yourself in one of the DoorDash or gig economy communities, Chantal, that is far away from Girl World. Although Girl World, of course, will always find you no matter where you go. But, Chantal, this is what a day looks like for me.
Fucking miserable. Fucking miserable. According to Bridget, when you lost your monetization, you hyper fucking ventilated. You could barely breathe in the middle of the night. You were sobbing, gasping for air. Why, GorlicBread? Because you're a dumbass who has no plan. You have no plan. You have no budget. You haven't thought about the future. All you want is lazy, most money. Again, minimum effort, maximum payout. It sucks Chantal lost her monetization, but as far as I know, she's still kind of doing things. She's like, hey, it's my cameo, and I'm going live, send me PayPals. I don't see her hyperventilating and crying and having to DoorDash. Clearly, she's still got something coming in from somebody or somewhere that's keeping her afloat. I would say she's winning because she doesn't have to drive around people and delivering them Taco Bell and making, I don't know, $15 to $20 an hour, if that.
2 hours of my spare time
in a nutshell,
going out
GorlicBread is poor.
in my community, meeting
Where
people,
is it?
interacting with people, seeing familiar faces
Hey,
in
Dr.
restaurants,
Funny
in video
Girl.
game stores, and getting paid to do it. The only difference was today, I elected to throw a camera in my bag and show you guys what that looks like. The process this morning was very much the same. I woke up, watched Chantal's streams at 3 or 4x, did a recap, and posted it.
I even question if he does that, to be honest. I even question. I wish YouTube would take away the AI summaries from videos. I really wish YouTube would take that away for a couple months. I'm curious to see if his content would change. I'm starting to wonder if that's what he even does. Or, because remember, when her videos come out, he's got to recap quickly. And there's been speculation. He just reads the AI recap and then just kind of inserts things here and there, puts a stupid spin on it, and uploads a video. So I even question if he watches the video. Could you imagine 40-something-year-old straight man here? It's bad enough us gays are doing this. A 40-something-year-old straight man gets up in the morning, scratches his ass, right? Tells his mom scrambled, not sunny side today, and then watches Chantal stream at 2x to pay his bills. I can't.
Chantal, you have every opportunity and more to do the very same thing. It doesn't have to be sitting on your sofa. It doesn't have to be crying to your beezers. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you.
Says the guy who created a Patreon and a website and was begging people to go sub and subscribe to it. Oh my God. He lost his monetization. He started a Patreon and then he ran and created GorlicTwat.com, begging people to go join for content that they could get for free on YouTube. Does he forget all this? God, he makes me feel fucking crazy.
You watching. Hopefully
me
you enjoyed a little
feel
cinematic
crazy
view of my day. I have to say, I really
And then I
did
question
enjoy.
the stupidity of the people who watch this man. You hate Chantal so much that you're willing to let this idiot make you look even dumber than you already are. Holy fucking support group.
sitting in a parking lot for a couple minutes, trying to plan out what I was going to do, thinking through some of the action shots, and I'll even do you one better. Let me go ahead and leave you with some of the B-roll that I shot today. Which
Oh, boy.
I really didn't plan on using because
I
everything
hope it's at Victoria's Secrets.
came together so tight in the editing that I didn't have any more room for it. Love to know, though, your thoughts on this. Appreciate each and every one of you. And you know, when I'm DoorDashing for a couple hours a day and making Girl World content, there is no way that I cannot be back as soon as I can with more commentary.
I can't listen to him. He makes me impotent. The next one is bad earnings with unexpected rewards. Okay, let's go for some more motivational content. We're going to speed this up too because I can't with him. 1.25. This is the second vlog he did. Day vlog, bad earnings with unexpected rewards, 4,000 views in 7 days.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Dordashians. Is that what you did to me? GorlicBread? You guys all enjoyed the last one. I figured I'd throw one together, and man, we started off so cool. This is a $8.25 order to go 6.5 miles. It was picking up from Sheets, and everyone in this Sheets knows me. I know them. I love the Sheets. We always talk about horror movies. They are all super cool. Have the food ready. This order ended up going over to my first real job. I had not been in this place in 20 years. This is kind of the start of my day going off the rails because I talked to them for a long time about things that used to go on there, people that used to work there. Really had a fun experience. And I got this order, Capriati's, more miles than dollars. It's an upside down order, but I figured, you know,
$4 to drive 5 miles. Listen, I wouldn't even take $4 to walk down my fucking driveway. I'd say no. If you want me to, $20 to walk down, $4 to walk down my drive. Absolutely. If I'm comfortable on the couch, I'm not. No, that's nope. You got to give me $10.
You know what? Sometimes DoorDash rewards you. You take one of these and they pay it forward. Pay it forward's the motto of the day, by the way. I go over to the Capriati's. They also have the food ready, and the delivery instructions said, "Hey, we are in front of the Chili's." So I go over to the Chili's, and I know exactly where this is going once I get there. This girl was super cool. She gave me a cash tip, and DoorDash also gave me a tip as well. They said, "Hey, how about $5 for a mile and a half? Pick up at the."
Wow. You know who gets excited about $5 to go a mile and a half? People who needed money who are struggling, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. People who are in need of money and struggling get excited to make $5 to go a mile and a half in their car, and there's nothing wrong with that. But he pretends he's not. That's the part that chaps my ass.
At the Hangry Joe's, which is inside the Walmart. So I figured paying it.
Wait, hold on. Are you kidding me? Your channel is next. I gotta go back. Wait, how far back was that? I wasn't paying attention. Wait, I didn't see his little stubby hands. Oh, hold on there.
You know them. I love the Sheets. We always talk about horror movies. They are all super cool. Have the food ready.
Oh my god. Hold on, wait a minute. That doesn't even look that high. Hold on.
Sheets. We always talk about horror movies.
That doesn't. If that looks like if I walked in, I would be taller than that bag. I'm confused because look at that counter. Thanks for the super chat. God, where did it go about ovaries? Hold on. Belinda. How many ovaries have been calcified by Jeebus? I have 2. 2 of mine have. Thanks for the super chat. Is Belinda in here, that old bitch? Oh, Belinda, this is even worse than I thought it would be. Belinda, this is even worse than I thought it would be. Thanks for the super chat. Hold on, Belinda, look how short he is. Look at this. Hold on. You walk in here, and that counter looks like...
Talk about horror movies.
I'm about to call him, but can I ask you a question? How high is your counter? I want to know how high those mobile... What store is this? You think those mobile pickups are standard and static across stores? Because look how high he's reaching for that bag. Good catch, your channel is X. Watch.
Movies, they are all super cool. Have the food ready.
Look! Why are you so little? Why is his arm going so high? Oh my god, he really is like 5'2". Bridget! How short is he? I know you're watching. Just cuss me out and then give us a height. Look how tiny he is. Because let's look at the window. Look at where the cars are in the window, right? You could see the front. I'm obsessed with this now. This might have to be a screenshot. Hold on. I'm obsessed. Why is he so tiny? He really is like a little leprechaun. Look at him. Look how tiny he is. Look at the windows down here. Windows, okay. So street would be a little bit lower. You can see street is... Oh, GorlicBread, you really are a little fucking Polly Pocket, aren't you? Love it so much. We love to see it. Where's my, hold on, where's my little plaything? It's gone. Oh, well,
ready. This order ended up going over to my first real job.
Ask the chat EBT. Chat EBT.
I had not been in this place in 20 years. It's kind of the start of my day going off the rails because I talked to them for a long time about things that used to go on there, people that...
Oh, I missed that too. Did I miss him walking out? Hold on.
I know
Damn
them.
it.
I love the Sheets. We always talk about horror movies. They are all super cool. Have the food ready.
I honestly can't get over this. Let's say he's holding the camera in his left hand and he's pointing it up towards the ceiling. Okay. I feel like if I were to grab that bag, my arm would be probably perpendicular to the ground. Or actually, my arm would actually be leaning towards the ground because that does not look very tall at all. And yet he's reaching up high. You think he got on his little tippy toes to get that bag?
Ready. This
Early pocket. Ah!
order ended up going over to my first real job. I had not been in this place in 20 years. This is kind of the start of my day going off the rails because I talked to them for a long time about things that used to go on there, people that used to work there. Really had a fun experience.
Bullshit.
This order, Capriati's, more miles than dollars. It's an upside down order, but I figured, you know what?
Wendy Koopa and Mario Kart.
Sometimes DoorDash rewards you. You take one of these and they pay it forward. Pay it forward's the motto of the day, by the way. I go over.
Oh my God! How do you think he was able to step up on that platform right there? Do you think he had to hold on to the column and hoist himself up?
Capriati's, they all
Look, do you think he had to hold on to the column and literally like heave himself over the ledge? Oh, that poor little thing. Bless his heart.
also have the food ready.
Look, ready?
And the delivery
Ready?
instructions said, hey, we are in front of the Chili's. So I go over to the Chili's and I know exactly where this is going once I get there. This girl was super cool. She gave me a cash tip, and DoorDash
Now I know why he made up that DoorDash harassment thing, because he realized how stupid and poorly received this is.
also gave me a tip as well. They said, hey, how about $5 for a mile and a half? Pick up at the Hangry Joe's, which is inside the Walmart. So I figured, paying it forward, we're going to take that cash tip. We are going to put it right into the Salvation Army. This guy was not paying attention to me at all.
Oh, speaking, I don't blame him. He probably saw you caught a mile away. Speaking of, you know what I noticed down here? Thanks for the stupid chat. I'm gonna take it off screen. I noticed the other day. I said I haven't seen the bell ringers. I mean, obviously Christmas is over now, but before Christmas, I said I haven't seen the bell ringers, and then I noticed Salvation Army and all the local establishments here had a stand with a tap to donate. There was an Apple Pay tap and a Google Pay tap. They got rid of the bell ringers. You literally could tap your phone or your card and make a donation. They eliminated the live action bell ringers. I could not believe it. I saw like one or two throughout the season, and I was at Walmart. I think it was Christmas Eve morning or the day before. I was getting last minute shit, and I was like, I haven't seen the bell at this Walmart market in a while. And I looked, I was like, oh my God, they have tap to donate. Insane.
At all, by the way. But we go ahead, we pick up the chicken, we take the chicken over. It's only like a mile, it's really across the street. We drop.
Oh my God, what's wrong with his hands? Hold on.
But we go ahead, we pick up the chicken, we take the chicken over. It's only like.
The hell is that? Oh my God, does he have a tattoo on his hands? What is that? Why do his hands look so filthy? Is that shade? Is that dirt? Did he get a semicolon tattooed onto his hands? I'm so confused. What is going on here?
Like a mile.
Look at his little hands. Look at his little hands. I bet he gets manicures. I'm just kidding. I've had pedicures, actually, not a manicure. Have I ever had a manicure? No, I've had pedicures. I don't think I've ever had a manicure. I probably could use one. I probably can't talk shit. I probably should get one.
Really across the street. We drop it, and then we get this. And I said, what in the world is this?
Oh my God. Look how many miles. First, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. 17 miles. Driving 17 miles to make $16.75, including tip. Oh my God. And he's selling this as if he's the Rockefeller. Oh my God.
$17. 17
For
miles
17 miles.
to pick up what? Over 40 items. There is no way, but I'm going to go to the Mexican Grill to see if I just get this order standalone. On the way over there, one of the homeless gentlemen in our area was sitting out. I've talked to this guy so many times.
Did he not get it? Oh, look at him. First thing he goes for is food. Is that for him or for the order pickup? Wait, hold on. I have a question. People actually do orders where they have you go to the buffet and put food in a container. Oh, never. Is that normal? Have you guys do that? I don't think he took that. I think he said he didn't take it. So I'll give him like a win for that. But that's about the only win he's going to get. Do people actually do that? Like, hey, go to the buffet line at the grocery store and make me a plate. I wouldn't trust anybody to do that for me. I'd have to do that myself.
Many times. I figured, you know what? Let's continue to pay it forward today. Let's get him something hot to eat. It is not terribly cold here today.
Oh, he's one of those people where he did a good deed and he has to let everybody know he's done a good deed. I cannot stand that, guys. I cannot stand. Here's me giving food to a homeless person. That's great. Next time, do it without recording and telling the world you did it.
but it's still been terribly cold. So we go ahead, we get him some of those potato crispers, we get him some hot chicken, and we walk it over to him. Me and him had a great conversation. My reward for that was this: Chick-fil-A, $6.25 plus.
I can't handle it, guys.
For just about 3 miles, we pull into the Chick-fil-A, which was packed. I actually had to do this B-roll outside of the Chick-fil-A. We drop the Chick-fil-A off. We have to play Santa because somebody threw the bag right by his tree. We get everything put together. $25.75 for an hour, for an hour and 42 minutes.
That's terrible. And that right here disproves what he was trying to tell us earlier, right? In the first video, he was bragging about how he made $50 in 2 hours. Of course, he doesn't talk about gas or anything else. He's literally proving right here that it's not always consistent. In 1 hour and 42 minutes, he made $25.75. Now think about how much gas he spent to go all those miles. How much do you think he really made after you factor gas in? $5? Ooh, a genius business mogul. You and what's her name should start a channel together, YouTube live streamers.
Listen, it's not that good. I understand that, but you have to also take into account I spent 20 minutes feeding our local hero who was a veteran who just got
he's such a scumbag. He's such a scumbag. Guys, I cannot handle it. It drives me fucking nuts. I cannot.
Surgery. I have no idea how this is permitted, but it is what it is, and I do everything I can to help the man.
Someone just texted me a better angle of the mobile pickup, I guess from his video, and yeah, it's not tall at all. That he's so tiny.
When I see him, I also got to go down memory lane a little bit and spend easily 15 minutes talking to what would have been current co-workers if my life trajectory had not changed. And yeah, along the way, we got to donate to the Salvation Army and have some fun. This is, to me, what this is about. I don't go out and do this specifically as I need the money.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Bridget has confirmed that is a lie. You lost monetization and you lost your shit. You hyperventilated. You cried. You couldn't even get the words out of your mouth. She said you were incomprehensible and inconsolable the night you lost monetization. Stop lying. Why can't this man just admit that he is not this genius business mogul, that he's not this fucking rich portfolio having mofo? Why is it so hard for him to just be honest with everybody and say, yeah, I'm lazy, I don't want to work hard, and I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now, trying to find the best way to make the easiest amount. Why can't he just fucking admit that? Why can't he just be honest for once in his miserable life?
I do this because it's fun, it's enjoyable to be a part of the community and meet people, understand people, have interaction.
Understand people, yes. I imagine you learn a lot about people's psyche by the types of food they order.
I said yesterday in my video, Chantal, you would benefit so much from doing something like this. I honestly think anyone would benefit from doing something like this, because in society, I think a lot of times we lose track of these type of jobs that seem so secondary to everything else. You're not a doctor, you're not a nurse, you're not doing anything specifically important, but I promise you, in the moment when you're delivering somebody the food they love, the drink they love, the snack they need to make their day better, you are just as important to them as anything else. Somebody commented on my video the other day that they worked in a jail, and there's a prison not too far from here. I deliver to that prison all the time, and I can't tell you how much those people there are happy to see the hot meal.
Yes, Texas, I believe he is. It makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Meal that they wanted that day. They didn't have to rely on a bag lunch. They didn't rely on something out of a vending machine. They got to pick what they wanted and have it delivered. Just as important, I've been to so many people's homes that
exactly. It's okay to struggle, GorlicBread.
Anymore, whether it's age, whether it's a disability.
Belinda wants to know if he's delivered Subway yet. Well, if he does, I'm sure Bridget will be the first to tell us.
To go out and get the meal that they want or shop for the things they need. It's a privilege for me to be able to go over and do that for them. And 100 times out of 100, I would do that for free if asked.
Oh, fuck you. No, you wouldn't. It is not a privilege for you to deliver food to the prison workers. They're literally paying for it. They're paying DoorDash, and you're getting paid for it. It is not a privilege. If it were a privilege, GorlicBread, you would do it for free. Imagine working your job, okay? Working your job and getting your hour salary and saying, it's a privilege. I do what I do here. It's a privilege. No, you do what you do here because you're fucking getting paid for it. He's acting like this is philanthropic fucking work. They're paying you. Remember how he was going to do Chantal content for free if he had to? Before he didn't know he was going to be demonetized? I would do this for free, guys. I would do this for free, guys. What's the first thing he did when he lost monetization? Patreon. What's the second thing he did when he lost monetization? GorlicTwat.com. If it's such a privilege, why don't you do all of this for free? Deliver food to people for free. Go to the jail and say hi. Hi, my name's GorlicBread. Just tell me what you want and I'll go pick it up for free. Because you need the money. Fuck.
Love to know your guys' thoughts on all of this. I appreciate
My
so much.
thoughts are that you're a scam artist. Next. The next one, see? Daily vlog. The freedom Foodie Beauty never respected. 6 days, 3,000 views. People have started realizing, oh, this is stupid content. It's not what I'm here for. And they slowly stopped watching it, which is why he concocted that bullshit harassment claim from DoorDash that DoorDash themselves told me is impossible to do. Let's listen. Daily vlog. This is the freedom Foodie Beauty never respected. I can't. Did you hear me any of that, or was I on mute? Because I coughed, and I don't know if I took it off mute or not. Was I muted for a few seconds?
What is going on, guys? That is how prepared I was for Take My Kids to Work Day. That's what you call my vlogs? Oh, the disrespect. But we did have a full tank of gas if we needed it. We started off the same as yesterday, the exact same sheets. This was a $9 for just under 8 mile order. And as you can see, super safe at the sheets this morning. The order ready, as soon as we walk in. And on the way down, we found a friend. This FedEx driver, he's out delivering gifts. We're out delivering food. We're doing very much the same thing, making sure everyone can be happy. And I will say, after I delivered this, it was kind of a slow morning. I literally waited.
Exactly, Belinda. He could take food to local shelters, but he's not doing that because that won't pay him.
Down in this town for about 5 or 10 minutes before I decided to head back towards the main town. And when I did, I picked this McDonald's order, $9.
6 miles for $8. No thanks.
For 6 miles. We were right by the McDonald's when we got this, although we did have to wait just a little bit. Things did start to get busier later in the day, but
as annoying as he is, as much as this content gives me hemorrhoids, this is still the most work he's probably ever put into YouTube, at least in the channels that we're aware of, because apparently people are telling me there's another channel out there that they believe he has. I don't know. I haven't heard about it. But out of the 2 channels that I know about, this is probably the most work he's ever done, and he didn't have to fake a terminal illness to do it.
But we pick this up, we drive it over to a local farm. At this point, it's around 11:30. I took the back way into town where all the restaurants are. We instantly got this chipotle, $7, less than 4 miles.
What did he say, chipotle? Does he say that on purpose? I don't even care.
I set up this time lapse because I knew it was going to be a while. So while you guys sat in the car enjoying the day, I elected to take this $12 order from Pentagon Fellas. And then, of course, you guys just sat in the car and waited, not really doing a whole lot, but looking at the sky, and that's okay. Once Pentagon Fellas was done with this order, we went ahead, we picked it up, we got both bags in the car, and we were off to deliver them. The first one is going to a local hospital. I've told you guys I love delivering to situations like this. Giving somebody the meal they want while they're doing a job that is very critical.
They paid for it, oh my God, he infuriates me, and I do want to say something. Bad Seed, as you know, has been battling cancer, and she's very public about her battle with it. Also lost a child to cancer at some point. And on my last stream or 2 streams ago, I did get very angry listening to him holding Bad Seed up and using her to get at FFG. And I kind of was like, maybe I shouldn't speak for Bad Seed. It's out of my fucking business. And the same thing would just say, well, Bad Seed left a comment under my video, and I'm not. You guys can go find the comment yourself. Bad Seed shares the sentiments. Like, GorlicBread, you need to leave people out of this shit and stop acting like you give a flying fuck, because Bad Seed's not here for it. And I don't think Bad Seed should reply to her publicly. She's got enough to deal with the cancer, and I'm sure she's going through chemotherapy, radiation, however you treat whatever she's going through. But when I saw that, it just validated me, because it made me feel so fucking disgusting the way he was using Bad Seed and Just Saying to attack FFG, and I'm like, how fucking dare you, after pretending you were dying and then didn't die. And she left a comment pretty much confirming, like, yeah, 100% on board with your comments. So I felt a little better about that. Like, he acts like he's doing these people favors. He acts like he's this humanitarian. I love delivering food to people in hospital. They're doing critical jobs. They paid for it. They paid for the food. You are getting paid to do this. You are not a martyr. You are not doing charity work. You are not helping out heroes and veterans in our country. These people literally are overpaying DoorDash because they can't leave their job at a hospital, and you're the person who got assigned the order. You're not doing charity work. Oh, it drives me fucking nuts, Belinda.
I'm sure it meant a lot to her that she got her food, and of course, we go over the same exact bridge.
I'm sure it meant to her she got a lot of food. She just wanted her fucking food. She's probably looking at you thinking, hurry the fuck up, I'm hungry. I've been here for 8 fucking hours doing a real job, something GorlicBread would not know anything about, and he's over here acting like he's super fucking man, like, yeah, I'm glad I could get you your food that you paid for. What the fuck?
Off the burgers. When this was done, we got our first stacked order together. This was $11.50 for 5 miles, 2 drop-offs. These neighborhoods are also right by each other. This was pretty much a quick drop-off, but waiting in this Wawa took forever. I felt bad. The girl was clearly overwhelmed. So we dropped these off, and we decided that we would go ahead and take this McDonald's order, $8.70 for just under 5.
Yeah, Miss Butler, I don't watch her content, Betsy, because I don't really care about the foodie beauty content. And I know she does a lot of, like, foodie beauty content and whatever. But I will always give Bad Seed props because Bad Seed, outside of me and Busy and a couple of the people who watch it, outside of the normal, like, I don't want to say antis, because it's such a fucking stupid term to use, but she's literally like the only reaction channel before FFG said something that spoke out on this, spoke out on GorlicBread about him and faking the illness and stuff. Like, she knew, watching me, commenting about my stream, she knew that would cause a lot of issues for her channel. But she did it anyway, so I'm always going to give her props for that because everyone else is too chicken shit to talk about. Like you saw Charlie Gold the other day. Oh, GorlicBread, you shouldn't respond to lies if they don't affect you, but don't come in and talk to my gold clusters that way. They've been paying $1.99 for shitty content for years, and none of them will call him out on any of this shit because it's me and Busy and others calling him out. And Bad Seed was like one of the only all foodie beauty reaction channels who had the balls to be like, what are we doing, Girl World? Why are we supporting this man? And nobody else who does foodie beauty, and I'm talking about Busy, I'm not talking about me. Nobody else who does foodie full time had the balls to do what she did. So I give her credit for that.
5 miles, and you guys were complaining you're thirsty, so I got you a drink while I was in there. All I do is stuff for you. It's unbelievable. This drop-off, though, went over a creek. And I decided when going over it, the things that kind of slowed down, I was going to be done for the day. 2.5 hours, took every single order, $56.43. So I wanted to show you guys.
Oh my God, $56 for 2 hours and 32 minutes. What happened to that first video, guys? Hey guys, I'm making $50 in 2 hours, guys. Second video, he made even less money. Third video, he made even less money. Oh, I can't fucking take it. Again, I understand why he had to concoct a harassment claim. That's not to say he wasn't actually accused of one, but I don't believe he was. I think he went and got a stock photo, pretended he got reported for DoorDash, and that's going to be his excuse, his reason why he can't do these shitty vlogs anymore, because he doesn't want to do them anymore. They don't generate income. It's a waste of his time. It requires too much editing for him. He was probably breaking a sweat doing all this editing, because, you know, what he normally does is shitty commentary over still frames. Now he's having to like film stock footage and carry around a camera. He doesn't want to do that anymore. So he's like, hey, you know what? I'll just blame the failed reaction channels for reporting my DoorDash. Just a reminder, though. Just a reminder that DoorDash themselves said that what he's saying happened is impossible. Nobody out of state could have reported him for harassment. If he received the message, a report was provided with descriptive information, including delivery ID, date, time, detailed summary of incident, dasher or customer name, and so forth. Uncle Leo, I'm not in contact with FFG. All this stuff is out there. I have not spoken with FFG since she asked me a question last month about... She reached out to me, asked me if I offered her brother money for details, and I said absolutely not. And I sent her all my messages with her brother. There was never any request for money. I never offered money. I never offered money for tea, and that's it. The information's out there. I'm not going to join forces with FFG. I don't play the Yaba game. I'm not that fucking desperate to feed a family of 3 plus a moron. Like, that's not where I'm at in life. I've made better life choices than she has. So I'm not going to join forces with FFG, but I do hope FFG drags the fuck out of him. It's all out there. FFG, should know where to find it, and all of you can point her in that direction. But I'm not out here trying to like, okay, let's do enemy of my enemy now. That's just not how I operate. So it is what it is. But the information's out there, so if she wants it, she knows where to get it.
The Gilpin Falls Covered Bridge. Okay, this is one of only 6 covered bridges still standing in Maryland. It's only really one of 2 in the county. And
She doesn't need me, Justice. FFG can get all the information herself. She does not need me to do any of this.
Bridge was actually built in 1860. It got restored in 1959.
Wow.
It has a wooden arch king post truss. which
Again,
made it
I'm giving him a little credit here. This is the most work he's ever done for a video. Wow.
stronger. It made it more durable. The roof, the siding kind of protected it from the elements. But prior to this design, believe it or not, most bridges were made using the same construction from the Middle Ages. So with that in mind, I figured you guys would get a little B-roll. You guys would get a little look at my day. I came home to edit this while I watched football, and hopefully you can enjoy this. And I just wanted to say, I started to recap Chantal's most recent stream, and I've got to tell you, she missed out on so much. The frustration she has toward her viewers, toward her audience, I think is a very real thing, because going out and doing this, you're having to take something and make it visually complex. It's a challenge, right? I don't get extra time when I DoorDash to vlog. They don't say, oh, you're going to vlog today? We'll give you an extra 3 minutes per order. It's the exact same requirements. So any creativity I have...
Like, I kind of want to contact people who do real DoorDash vlogging and be like, lay a load of this fucking idiot. Like, the people I used to watch, you'd be like, hey, I need you to watch this guy's... Because they'd probably be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, it's so clearly he doesn't care. He's just performative. He's just, look at me. I do all this for you. I'm such a murderer. I feed people to the hospitals and the homeless and blah, 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 blah. It's so... no matter what this man does... It's insulting. He's either insulting people who actually do reactions. He's insulting people who do DoorDash full time on YouTube. It's just insult after insult after insult, because all this man knows how to do is, how can I make easy fucking money? And I honestly thought he thought these vlogs were going to take off, and he was going to prove to all of us that, see guys, people do watch me for me. And the views got worse and worse and worse. The money, as you can see, got worse and worse and worse. So of course now he's like, oh, I'm getting harassed. Looks like I can't do it anymore. Sure, Jan.
Any shot that I need to get, any transition they want to make, it has to be done in that moment. Outside of that, you constantly have people around you.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Do you think he went to that bridge as a fuck you to Bridget? Do you think that was subliminal, subconscious? $4.99. Thanks for the super chat. Michael says, you think he's using his mom's Subaru to DoorDash it or not? I don't know. Bridget needs to answer that question, because I do think Bridget lied about him not living at home. So we need Bridget to answer that. But she never will, because she still hates me more than him, because 3 years ago she started shit with me. I gave it back, and she hasn't shut the fuck up about it since. But maybe one day when she gets mental help, or maybe finds self-esteem and learns to love herself, she'll finally get over the GG hate and give us the real fucking GorlicBread tea.
Around you. It's not like I can orchestrate
Thanks for the super chat.
anything elaborate. And to be completely honest, you better get everything done in a maximum of 2 takes, because you're just not going to have time to go over and over and over. And I will say, the repetitive theme I got from you guys was how fun this was to watch. And I think that's what made me really think about how much Chantal took for granted. I mean, she was so quick to tell us, right, that we would never travel, we would never go to Thailand. And to be fair, she's probably right in the regard that we would more than likely never step foot in Syria, never step foot in Kuwait. But I would wager to say most every single person watching this has walked into a McDonald's or a gas.
Wait a minute. Yeah, Chantal said we don't travel. We never go to places like Thailand. Well, look at me. I've been to Godfather's Pizza, Five Guys, Burgers and Fries, and Subway all in one day. Ha ha. And I bet a lot of you guys have gone to McDonald's in the last week alone. So go ahead, Chantal. Tell us more how we don't travel. Oh my God. My IQ has dropped 20 fucking points. I'm sitting here as he's saying that, and I'm drooling. Like, is he really comparing traveling to Thailand to going to Five Guys, Burgers, and fucking Fries?
Gas station. So to go into them knowing that you're
teach their own.
going to vlog them and try to make something that's enjoyable to the viewer, it honestly is a challenge, but it's exciting. And the fact that Chantal had this opportunity and she did next to nothing.
First of all, twat, Chantal has no opportunities, because no matter what Chantal does, it's never good enough. And you, the little ass-kissing clout chaser you are, will always follow along behind whatever Yaba says. So if she started doing vlogs, Yaba would find something to bitch about too, because Yaba can't eat shit anymore because she had to rip her guts open to finally lose 500 fucking pounds, and you'll be right behind her whining about how she's not door dashing correctly. That woman can't do anything right. It doesn't matter what she does. You guys have to keep her hated, because the only way you can feed yourselves and your families, because you have a lifetime full of terrible life choices, is by making people hate a woman you've never met. And I wish Chantal would just get a job and forget Foodie Beauty, forget YouTube, so we could all watch you all squirm and work your ways to the unemployment line and get those minimum wage jobs that you are qualified for and deserve.
Should really, really impact her. She talked yesterday about downloading videos from her channel, and it made me think
like
a lot.
Literally, she can't do anything. It's just this crazy, oh, you could do this. No, she can't do this, because it's never going to be fucking good enough for any of you. You fucking fat weight loss failures. Years of calorie counting and this is how you lose weight. We got Charlie Gold on the jab. She can't lose weight. Yalba had to rip her guts open. Sam had to get the jab after making fun of me and Belinda for doing it. Farrah Fiasco had to get the weight loss surgery to lose 700 pounds. Like, none of you know how to life correctly. None of you have discipline. None of you have willpower. None of you have self-respect. But you sit here on this platform bashing this woman for every fucking thing she does. And you think she could go out and do DoorDash and you guys would respect her? Mr. Sued by 2 credit card companies because you're a lazy fucking bum who doesn't pay his bills? Give me a fucking break. You're over here wanting to call the police because I react to you. I got Farrah Fiasco calling the FBI and lying to a crooked-ass unwashed face because she doesn't want people knowing she's a racist who hates dogs. None of you have any fucking talent or anything to bring to the fucking table outside of Foodie Beauty hate. So there is nothing that woman will ever fucking do that will make you fucking happy in this miserable fucking lives you live. Scumbag, no other words needed. Thank you for the super chat, Justice for Cats. Very generous. God, this guy, this is why I don't stream often. Because assholes like Ryan Moody, aka GorlicBread, are not good for your mental health. If I had to do this every day, I would end up like the idiots who do Foodie Beauty every day. This is why I take very long breaks in between streams, because these bitches will literally drive you nuts. Because if you spend time in the real world, like if you have a social life, if you go out and do things, when you come to this every couple weeks, you just see how fucked up it is, and you just want to walk away from it. Because this isn't how normal human beings work. This isn't how a normal 40-something-year-old man should be operating on the internet. And as somebody like me, I need logic. I need reason. I need things to make sense. And when I see assholes like GorlicBread, it breaks my fucking brain. And that's why I have to say, you know what? I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Because this isn't normal. This needs to be studied.
What would those videos be, right? What were you documenting in your life that you have to remove and you want to keep? And I think more than anything, it was probably just eating foods, rather than document all the things that she could and should have done.
That's why I want to go more towards recorded videos again, Texas, because live streaming is just, it's a fucking chore. It's a hassle. I'm exhausted. I'm so tired of dealing with idiots like GorlicBread. And then you think GorlicBread's stupid. Then you meet the women who worship GorlicBread and you're like, I can't do this on a regular basis. I need to do content again that's fun, entertaining, enjoyable, uplifting. This is not that. This is crazy talk. These are bums, deadbeats, weight loss failures, financial failures, people who can't pick partners to save their lives, all sitting on the internet giving life advice to a woman who's just like, yeah, I just want to be fat and travel the world. And they're like, yeah, you're evil for that. Say hello to your aborted kids in hell. What? What? You know what? Not everybody should have kids. I think we've learned that in the last couple of years, right? Just because you can have kids, just because your ovaries are ovarying, doesn't mean you should. So maybe Chantal made the right decision. Whether or not you agree with abortion, you know, it's not always my thing, but I'm not a woman. It's not my decision to make. Agree with it or don't agree with it, maybe that was what's best for her. And again, just because you're ovulating doesn't mean you should have kids. FYI.
You know, prior to filming this vlog, my actual video editing experience is pretty small. I worked on a couple NASCAR projects. I worked for a UFC
genetic
project.
lottery failures. What
Does
that mean? I don't know who genetic lottery failures. Who's that? Oh, apparently I'm missing the joke. Don't forget genetic. Hold on, I'll think about it a second.
The fact that Chantal would constantly sit there and use travel vloggers as a crutch. Chantal, you can't go vlog your own town. You talk about being a content creator.
Didn't this woman vlog Thailand? Didn't this woman embarrass herself by having a woman ask her if she was pregnant in the middle of Bangkok? Am I making that up? Was that Bangkok? Didn't this woman have these people so fucking in a frenzy that people like Just Breezing Today had to make up stories about being contacted by random 7-Eleven patrons who claim they saw? I mean, what the fuck do you mean she can't vlog? Leave your mom's house and go to Thailand, GorlicBread. Give us a Thailand vlog. Give us a ladyboy neighborhood tour.
You really don't create anything
Oh, NASCAR. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
than you sitting on the sofa. It has been
I'm glad you
so
guys got
rewarding
that
to
quickly.
take something that I had literally done maybe 2 to 3 hours a day just to get out of the house, just to be productive, just to not
Oh,
go
shut the fuck up. You did it because you need money. Oh, he drives me nuts.
stir crazy.
Oh,
and
he drives
find
me nuts.
ways to transform them.
You know, I gotta get out of the house sometimes because, you know, I have such a fulfilling life sitting at home scratching my ass while my mom makes me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And sometimes you just gotta get out and stretch your legs. So I say, you know what, let me go do some DoorDash and buy some homeless guy chicken tenders and film it. Because, you know, sometimes a guy's gotta get out and just, you know, really put some miles on his ass.
into something that you guys truly are enjoying, and outside of that, continues to make me income. As a matter of fact, the last videos, the vlogs, got as many likes as the content about Chantal.
Funny, because every vlog we've gone to has been the views have been lower and lower. Vlog 1, 8 days, 4,300, 676 likes. Vlog 2, 7 days, 4,100, 600 likes. Vlog 3, 6 days, 3,000 views, 457 likes. Vlog 4, 1,200 views in 5 days, 223 likes. Vlog 5, 930 views in 4 days, 154 likes. Next vlog, 1,100 views in 3 days. Dude, you need to stop counting them chickens before they hatch. Let your mom buy the groceries and you just sit there and let her make your meals and keep your mouth shut. Because you sound stupid when you say shit like this. The last vlog he did, 985 views, 158 likes. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, GorlicBread, and I would bet $1.95 that you concocted that DoorDash harassment story because you know nobody cares, and you are so embarrassed that you thought you were going to have 8, 9, 10,000 people watch these vlogs the way they watch Foodie Beauty because you know, Phil Reaction channels, these people are here for me, and now you're realizing that I was right. Nobody cares what a 5'2" DoorDash delivery driver who looks like an inbred leprechaun has to say. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All they want from you is foodie, 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 foodie. And the moment you couldn't provide foodie on YouTube, people started leaving because you weren't monetized. The moment you tried to get people to pay for the content, people got mad at you because they don't give a fuck about you, supporting you, helping you buy your mom's latest bras and panties from the spring collection of Victoria's Secret. All they want is that Foodie Beauty hatred, GorlicBread, and if they can't get it from you, they'll get it from somebody else. And it sounds like you're getting angry about it, and we love to see it. Hee hee. Yes, Amy's Flowers. Let that sink in, Amy's Flower. I stream once a week, and I get the same level of numbers he's getting on his daily vlogs. That's not a flex, my friend. That's not a flex. I don't think I can watch any more of this idiot. They're all just so stupid. They're dumb. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. $9.45 to drive 10 miles. Oh, please. Like, what if he's ever thought about, I don't know, getting a job? Oh, God, between Farrah and the FBI, this twat waffle. Oh, Caitlin Page uploaded. Life update spoilers, it sucks. Oh, I'll have to go watch that. I wonder what's going on in Caitlin Page's life. Apparently not good things. I'll go check it out. And his analytics, oh, that's another thing, Justice. His analytics comments are so stupid because what he's not saying out loud is what we already know. For 3 months, he all but abandoned GorlicBread, and he focused on Ryan Moody 21, just like we said he would. Right? Now he's back, but he's not just doing videos now, he's doing live streams. So of course his numbers are up, but if you compare his views are not up. If you compare views of his videos from the last couple weeks to his videos from months ago, he would get like 13, 14,000 views in a day or two. Now he's getting 9,000 views in a day or two. He's lost viewers. But his analytics are quote unquote up because he didn't upload a lot for 3 months. So of course his numbers are up. He's not only uploading again constantly, he's streaming on top of that. But again, the Gorlick knots are fucking special. I don't know how they remember to breathe. Oh my God. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of this shit. Oh God, text. Oh my God. And then I saw on the forums that Kalari sent Yabahandra a 3D printout of 3D printed FFG figurine. I'm like, does Kalari forget that Yaba threw her under the bus to stay in favor with FFG? Do any of these people have any fucking shame? Why am I asking that question? We know the answer to that. We know nobody does. Nobody has any shame. Nobody has shame. If they had shame, they'd be working respectable jobs and not paying their bills off of the back of an obese woman who has done nothing to them. So I have to stop asking. I have to stop trying to figure things out. All right. I'm going to try to go live again Tuesday night. I don't know about what. Maybe an open panel. I have New Year's Eve plans. Actually, maybe I'll go. Hold on. I got to think. Who is outside? Am I being is it the FBI? Let me make sure it's not the FBI. Hold on. No, it's just a dog walking by. All right. All right. Let me think. I might go live tomorrow. Oh, Belinda, you're working, right? I hate doing open panels by myself. Hey, Olap. This is the internet. GB counting his DoorDash money. Wait, what is that? I'm gonna regret clicking on this. Napoleon Dilemma. That's like $1 an hour. I hate you. I'm not playing that. All right. So anyway, oh shit, what did I just do? That's weird. I just got this weird thing that showed channel activity. I know where it came from. All right. Olap, I hope you're happy that Kalari's back. Did you hear what I said, Olap? She sent Yaba a 3D, according to the farms anyway, which I don't know if it's true, but according to the farms, Kalari made a 3D figurine of FFG and sent it to Yaba. And I'm like, wait a minute, what? What? They drove the metaphorical bus over you. I don't understand. So embarrassing. I know someone's calling me. I'll answer you in a minute. I can't talk to you right now. All right, so listen. All right, so I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow night. It's either tomorrow or Tuesday. We're gonna try to do one more stream for the year, and then the New Year's coming. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get back to recorded videos. I'm gonna spend some time this week rearranging my desk so I can figure out how to get the microphone and the camera. How to get the microphone and the camera on my desk without it interfering with my shot, because right now the microphone is too high and it's blocking the camera's view. So if I turn my camera on right now, you would see half of my, what do they call that, this pop filter? You would see the pop filter covering half my face, so that's not going to work. But I'll try to figure that out. January 1st, I'm going to start, hopefully, I'm trying to figure out what to do for recorded content, and I'm going to rearrange the members perks, where the members perks are going to focus more on video access. Like top tier will get a video 24 hours in advance, and then second tier will get videos like maybe 6 hours before they go live. I don't know, something like that. And then I think any live streams I do will be for all members. So the live stream perks are going to be for both tiers. The difference in tiers is going to be like access to videos and maybe some other stuff too. I'll try to figure that out too. So for those of you who stayed members, I appreciate it. For those of you who still joined knowing I'm slacking, I appreciate it. Once January comes, we'll come up with new membership stuff. But anyways, I'm going to try to get one last good live in, and then hopefully by the end of the week, I'll have like an uploaded reaction to something. I don't know what, but we'll figure it out. So live tomorrow or Tuesday. Olaf, were you laughing about the Kalari thing? It's too much. I clicked on it. All right, I'll play it for you. Hold on. Damn it, Kate. I got to put it up on screen. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. So this is Kate's video. GorlicBread counting his DoorDash money. Nope, why didn't it come off? That's interesting. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was on the wrong screen. There it is.
Can't find my checkbook. Hope you don't mind I pay you in change.
I love this movie.
$6. It's like $1 an hour.
I love Pedro. Christine Taylor on Brady Bunch. Sure, Jensine almost not happening. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. I'm going to go. I got to go call this person back, and then I have some errands I got to run. And like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow, Tuesday. Farrah Fiasco, fuck you. Make sure you have Tiffany call me. GorlicBread, fuck you. You're not doing charity work. You're literally DoorDashing because you're poor, and we all know it. For the rest of you, love you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow or Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the Dancing Foodies. And Belinda, you're not. Oh, Belinda's working tonight at Walmart, so this will be no live from Belinda. But I don't know. I'm gonna text Peanut, see what that bitch has been up to too. I'm sorry, Pistachio, but maybe someone will go live later, like Fresh Garbage or somebody to entertain you. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Go watch a movie. Go watch Sisu Road to Revenge. It was really good. Leaving you with Dancing Foodies. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow or Tuesday. Bye.